Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're digging into someone really foundational for a whole literary era, Shankar Prasad.
Anyway,
I might know him as, well, a huge pillar of the Chayavadi era in Hindi literature, and rightly so.
absolutely. He wasn't just one thing either. A
No.
poet, playwright, novelist, essayist, quite the range.
Exactly. So our goal here is to pull out the key stuff from the sources we've looked at, give you a quick, solid understanding of his big contributions, maybe some surprising details too, so you hopefully walk away really appreciating his legacy.
Sounds like a plan. He's definitely worth the deep dive.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. Who was Shankar Prasad, born January 30th, 1889? In Varanasi, right? Kashi.
That's right, Kashi. And what's striking is his lifespan. He passed away in the same city November 15th, 1937.
So what's that? Only 47 years old? Wow.
Yeah, relatively young, and yet the impact he made in that time, it's huge. He's really considered one of the greats of modern Hindi literature. His life, his work, it's just an invaluable heritage for us.
Less than 5 decades, but leaving such a mark. So where did this genius come from? We know his father was Sri Devi Prasad from the Sungani Sahu family. Well-known, prosperous.
Yes, they were prosperous, but I think what's really key here is the atmosphere at home. His father absolutely loved literature. So Prasad grew up surrounded by it, a really formative environment.
Ah, okay, so that early exposure was critical.
Definitely. And it clearly sparked something. He went on to study languages quite seriously, not just Hindi. He really got into Sanskrit, Urdu, Persian, even English.
Wow, quite a linguistic toolkit he built up there.
It really was. Laid a very strong, very broad foundation for everything that came later.
And it seems like later started really early for him. I mean, the sources say he began writing poetry at 9. Is that right?
9 years old, yeah. It's pretty remarkable. And it wasn't just like childish verses. This was the beginning of something big.
How so? What was so significant about that early start?
Well, he quickly became central to a whole new movement.
Right.
He's seen as the pioneer, you could say, or the Koon of Chayavad, the romantic movement in Hindi poetry.
So pioneer implies he was really out front leading it.
Exactly. He wasn't just following a trend. He was helping to create it, leading this new dhara, this new stream or current in poetry. It was innovative stuff. New ways of expressing emotion, looking inward, using symbolism.
Setting the stage for a whole generation. And the body of work.
Yeah.
It's just staggering when you think about that short life.
Yeah.
Let's talk specifics. Poetry. We've got Kamayani, right? Huge epic.
Monumental, exploring humanity's journey psychologically. Very ambitious.
And Ansu, known for its sorrow, its lyricism.
Deeply poignant, yes. Then you have Lahar capturing emotional waves, and Charna. Charna is often credited with, well, really kicking off the Chayavad style itself.
Incredible. And that's just poetry. Then the
Yeah.
plays. Skandagupta, Chandragupta, Truswamini.
Yeah.
Historical, philosophical depth there.
Absolutely. Major works for the stage. And he didn't stop there. Novels like Kankal, Titli. And his short stories are classics, too. Akashdeep, Anandi, Puraskar.
It's just... The sheer volume and quality across genres is mind-blowing for, what, maybe 30 years of active writing?
It really is. And his work got recognition. Kamayani, for instance, won him the Mangala Prasad Partoshik Award. A big deal.
What about his style? You mentioned his language studies earlier. How did that play out in his writing?
Ah, yes. His language is very distinctive. He wrote in what's called Purakari Boli, that's standard Hindi. But what really marks his style is the heavy, masterful use of tatsam words.
Now, those are words taken directly from Sanskrit, right?
Exactly. Unchanged or barely changed. And using them wasn't just for show. It added, a certain weight, a richness, a depth. It allowed him to express really complex philosophical ideas and subtle emotions with a kind of precision and gravity.
Okay, so this unique style, this vision, how did it impact Hindi theater specifically? You hear he gave it a new direction. What does that mean, practically?
Well, before Prasad, Hindi theater often focused more perhaps on social issues or simple mythological retelling. What he did, especially in his historical plays, was weave together history, deep philosophy, and a sense of nationalism. He created this beautiful coordination or synthesis of these elements.
So it wasn't just about the plot.
Not at all. He used historical settings to ask profound questions about identity, about India's past and future, about human nature. It brought a whole new level of intellectual and emotional depth to the stage, really resonated with the times, and frankly still does.
That makes sense. A much richer experience than just entertainment.
Oh.
But sadly, as we said, his time creating this work was limited. He passed at 47. The cause was tuberculosis.
Yes,
I like
tuberculosis.
that.
Yes, tuberculosis for a major killer at the time, unfortunately. And his early death was, without doubt, a huge loss for Hindi literature.
You can't help but wonder what else he might have written.
Exactly. What other masterpieces? How might Chayavad have evolved further with him around longer? But I mean, even with that loss, what he did leave behind, it's monumental. His influence just kept growing.
Right. So to wrap up the main points from this dive, Shankar Prasad, a true pioneer of the Chayavadi movement, a master across genres, poetry, plays, novels, stories, innovator with language, using that pure Kariboli mixed with Tatsum words, and just a profound impact on literature and theater, all packed into a tragically short life.
That sums it up well. And understanding someone like him, it's not just literary history. It really matters if you're interested in, well, the sheer power of literature anywhere in the world. How one person's creativity can shape so much. His insights into the human condition, they still feel incredibly relevant.
Absolutely. So here's something to maybe chew on after this, thinking about how Prasad blended history, philosophy, and nationalism in his plays. How might those perspectives, that way of looking at things, still speak to us today, especially in our own conversations about identity, heritage, the modern world?
That's a great question. His work definitely invites that kind of ongoing reflection. There's always more to find there.